kenasi dabere Jehovah genyere nyaka dabere Jehovah nyaka zoro ọnọdụ anyị chọrọ inye aka n'ezie Chineke inye aka nke si n'eluigwe bịa ọ bụ inye aka gị ga-anapụta anyị n'ọnọdụ anyị nwetara onwe anyị n'ime Naịjirịa taa. Ndị na-enweghị karịrị ndị nwere ndụ. Ọ bụ mmadụ niile na-ezu ohi. Ọ bụ ọnọdụ a ka Izrel nọ mgbe Hosea na-egbu amụma mgbe mmadụ na-enweghị ike ịrapịọm beresọ maọbụ onye ụgha maọbụ onye okwu. Ndị ọrụ na-arụ ọrụ anaghị akwụ Chineke mere anyị ebere. Ọnọdụ anyị taa o juru m anya rie m ọnụ ebe nwanne na-ere nwanne ya o nyere anyị aka. Anụrụ m ọnụ nke na-asị guzoro Chukwu dabere onye isi ala. Anụrụ m ọnụ nke na-asị guzoro Chukwu ọ dị ihe ọ na-apụghị ime. Ka anụrụ m ọnụ na-asị ozi nwa m adala mba Jehova bụ onye isi agha o mefuru onye ọdụ nkume n'obi ike gwụrụ adabekwuresi ike ube ndụ agbakwuru ezuru ike aṅụrụ aṅụrụ ndụ dabere Chukwu dabere onye isi agha. Ọnọdụ anyị taa o juru m anya rie m ọnụ nwanne na-ere nwanne ya ụwa siri ike dabere onye isi agha ụwa siri ike. Achọpụtago m ọtụtụ mmadụ ji aghọ sacrifice na-enweghị aka ọrụ ọzọ na ịkọ aka a na-achọta ga-esi rapịọm ọtụtụ mmadụ wee ghọzie otu na-etiri ma ndị ohi ma ndị amam ka e wee rie Chineke mere ụmụ ebere. Nyere anyị aka eluigwe nyere anyị aka eluigwe nyere anyị aka ịbụrụ inye aka. Anụrụ m ọnụ nke na-asị guzoro Chukwu guzoro onye isi ala. Anụrụ m ọnụ nke na-asị dabere Chukwu ọ dị ihe ọ na-apụghị ime. Father, hear my cry. Heavenly Father, hear my call. Don't let the night win it all. Don't let the night take it all. Over night I will charge me. I'm afraid. The downtrodden will suffer too much. They will be marginalized more and more. They can never win any case. They don't even have money enough to eat, let alone for litigation. Oh God, deliver your people. We are praying for equal justice and the power of this nation. The undoing of Nigeria is born to rule mentality. I am born to rule and born to serve. That idea must have come from hell, not from God. Born to rule mentality, dangerous, and they kill Africa. It's so it can be dangerous. Born to rule mentality, dangerous, it's very dangerous. To think it is fun. To believe it is a crime. That you are born to rule and another is born to serve. What makes some people write a protest letter to God because of it? Born to rule mentality can be dangerous. It can be dangerous. Born to rule mentality can be dangerous. is so dangerous. Ethnic conflicts, tribal war is so dangerous. Now Bantu mentality, it can be dangerous. Better talk of equal rights, equal justice, equal chance. We are born with equal opportunities to end up unequal. That's right. Mafia is the cross we bear. The cross we bear in Africa. And Banduru, your Bandu sound is so dangerous. Banduru mentality.
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people wherever you are all over the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Uche Okafor. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. He is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Mazi Uche Okafor is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Prince of Afari-Ibeku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom. The one and the only man that stood up to speak for the collective interests of the Biafran people for almost 60 years now. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is from Afari-Ibeku. Afari-Ibeku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State, and Abia State is Biafra land. And by the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama, I am George Onyebe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. This morning, as always, we must proceed to acknowledge the Creator, Chukwu Okike Abiama, the one who sits in heaven and preside over the affair of man. For he is the one who has set our feet upon this path. And in my humble way, I say to him this morning, as always, Anyị na-aja gị mma o, maka n'eziokwu ịmara mma ịhụnanya anyị na gị, obiọma gị o juru anyị anya dadị o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dị onye dịka gị, ịbụ Alpha na Omega, anyị niile na-asị na n'ịdị mma o. You see. This morning we shall be going to our topic I titled 7 Mysterious Truths About Biafra. It's mysterious, but it's the truth. But above all, I will be dwelling more on talking to the people of Nigeria. Those who say they are Nigeria. I can only say sorry. Sorry. Your name is sorry. Nigerian from Yoruba land, because of 10%, all of you are covering up evil. I say sorry, because you don't know what is coming for you. Nigerians from the north, who are jumping up and down with Fulani, and in your mind, you are not tenant. I will not know why Hausa man will kill because of Fulani. I don't understand why Nupe man, Biron man, Adamawa man will kill for Fulani. And you are saying, oh, we are not tenant, you are not tenant. I say, sorry. Sorry this morning. You are a Biafran. You are busy building mosque for Fulani in Biafra land with the truth that is at your disposal. Because you want second tenure. Because you are destabilized Nigerian. I say sorry. All of our name are sorry. All of our name. And you are indigenous person who found yourself in this prison called Nigeria. Get ready. Get ready. Nigeria can never get better. Because the people who are even controlling this problem don't want it to get better. You can't solve the problem of Nigeria. The only thing there is to divide Nigeria. When I watch people talking, we have to bring justice to Nigeria. Can you bring in justice to justice? We have to restructure Nigeria. Can you restructure what is unrestructurable? God is against Nigeria. All the pastor fasting and praying, Imam, all of you, sorry. On our second name now, sorry. There is a mystery about Biafrans, and we must focus on it this morning. It's going to be a lot of U-turn this morning. Every day we face challenges from so many people who want to stop you from knowing this truth. But when it will get to all of you. The earlier you wake up, the better. When you see people like Facebook, see other social media, see a lot of idiots around the world trying to suppress the truth coming from this platform, it's amazing, I must tell you. But we assure them we can only get better. If you block here, we will open another one. If you block another one, we will open another one. Until Nigeria is horribly buried, we are not going to rest. Neither will Nigeria rest.
You can see we buried 22 people as against the government report that is 13 or so.
Abinda ya faru muna zo ba mu sai Fulani sun zo su kakkashe mana mazaje.
Na je wurin gawaken na je na ga Fulani ne suka kashe shi miji na din.
Suna harbi da bindiga ana kore mu an kone mamu gidaje
muna guduwa yara suna kuka ba inda zamu yi sun kone mana abinci kaya ma duka sun kone mana ba mu rabu da kowani abu ba.
Well planned attack, well coordinated and well executed.
Those who escaped from those villages are presently taking refuge at the Kokin Central Church and the Christ Apostolic Church, all in Pokos, numbering over 5,000 women and children without food, water, adequate sanitation to cater for such population.
We don't have anything. We don't have anything. Even our houses, they have burned it all. They have burned our houses all.
See children, how they are suffering. Go to our village, you will see our Irish. Please, government, what are you going to do about this?
For the 3 days that our people are mourning, they have gone to our irrigation farms. They have harvested all the Irish potatoes. They spoiled those that is not yet ready for harvest. They have vandalized, they have grazed, they used to graze freely on our farms.
If government want peace, then it should go after justice.
And we are telling government, if they are saying no, take the laws into your own hands and fight them back the way they fight you. Good and fine, we are equal to the tax. We can do it.
We will defend ourselves. Yes, sir. No matter the cost, no matter whatever is going to happen, yes, we will defend our cause. Yes, we will defend our land. Yes, we will defend our people. Yes,
government does not only seem complacent, but also condoning these hoodlums and probably protecting them.
Because you are sleeping in your house, somebody is coming with a gun to meet you in your house, and somebody elsewhere is saying it's hardest farmers clash. How is that a clash? A clash is a dispute between two parties. But when there is no dispute, we are not fighting with anybody over anything. So we look at it as purely a land grab issue. They are fighting us, terrorizing us so that they will grab our land.
All these things, in as much as nemesis, it is a call for you Nigerians to wake up, because we are Biafrans, we are not Nigeria. We know all these things from the beginning. When you have a business, it's impossible for your manager to take care of your business the way you would have taken care of it if you are around. I have been privileged to manage certain organization or certain company, if I will use the word, that belongs to me. I give in extra time. I go extra mile to make sure I succeed. I give my services a touch of class. And they speak for me, even many years when I'm no longer in this profession. People still call me. They want me to render those services to them. Even when I'm no longer doing that for more than 1 decade. That is because it's my business. That is because I take proper care of it. But let me tell you, no matter how loyal or committed your manager are, they remain your manager. They can never take care of your business the way you will take care of it. That is the same thing with Nigeria. Fulanis are not Nigeria. The art of wickedness of British government know no bound. That is why when they say, oh, Brexit, it is a greatest humiliation and disgrace on British people. That which exposed their level of hypocrisy. It is good for Britain to pull out of European Union so they can be eating the loot from Africa alone. And I hope the rest of Europe is learning from British art of greediness and wickedness. Britain came to Nigeria, imported foreigners who are Fulanis, not part of this country, put them in charge of Awosama, help them conquer Awosa to the Awosa no more, gradually begin to take over the Biron, the Nupe, all the minorities in the north. They are the one being killed unnecessarily this way. The Northerners have suffered second to the Biafrans. It is a matter of land grabbing. They coming for the Yoruba. They see Yoruba as a very good opponent to cover this evil. But the truth remains that all these things that is happening, Fulanis are not Nigeria. They will never develop Nigeria. They will never develop Nigeria. They are the one with power since British moved behind the scene. But their youth, northern youth who are saying, oh, we are not tenants, you have suffered more than anybody. They will come for Yoruba. They see Yoruba as the real willing tools now. Their target is to kill the minority in the north, wipe them out, take over their land, balance very well. Then they will come for Yoruba. But for the issue of Biafra, it's a nightmare they can never wake up in. And all those Biafrans who are there building mosques and Islamic center here in Biafra land, let me tell you, we will kill all of you. If you don't repent, I say we will kill all of you. You don't know what is coming for you. It's just a stage. Let's pass our message clear first. It doesn't matter if you are a governor, if you are my father, thunder will fire you. You people don't understand. We are waiting for the stage where all of you will use your mouth to, you will revise everything you have said. We came here telling you British government is sinful. British government have replaced us, reprogrammed us for self-destruction. We come here telling you the truth about what is happening and what is about to come. You people call us terrorists. You people call us miscreants. You people are lobbying the whole world against us. Indigenous, mysterious people. You know nothing about who we are. You will understand. You will use your hand to initiate the anarchy that will destroy all of you. But as I'm talking to you now, there are people out there, minorities in the north, who are here to see the poison Fulanis are feeding them with. And they are still saying, oh, we are not tenants. We are born to rule. You are born to rule, idiot. When they are done with all of you, if you don't wake up now, you will see. You will see what is coming. The people who are Nigerians. I told you this morning, sorry. That is the only thing that I think we can tell you in a time like this. These things are not new to us. We are waiting for the right time. We will respond to Nigeria. But until then, all of you enjoy your one Nigeria. It should be around on the 6th of August, if I'm not mistaken, 2014. This is what our leader said about this whole nonsense happening today.
ISIS will enter the zoo and Chad unless, and this is from an Islamic newspaper. As I told you before, anything you hear on Radio Biafra is correct. I told you on this platform that they will come for you. You see, let me tell you one thing that people don't know because you don't know history. I forgive some of you because in your schools in the zoo, they don't teach you anything. I want some people to actually go and sit down and study the history of Islam. Islam is the only religion that has never stopped growing. Islam is the only religion that has never stopped expanding through militancy and war. Others have stopped, only Islam. Christianity is based on convincing people, telling them about the message of hope and restoration of Yahweh Yeshua. Of course, immensely corrupted, that we know for sure. But Islam believes in expanding through war, and that war is coming. Now, I must be put on record. And Uchemefo, I want you to record this very broadcast and play it all the time for our people to also understand and listen very carefully. And I will say it tonight. And if you come to me in the future, I'll refer you to the broadcast of the 8th of June, 2015. And that I made this very comment I'm about to make now at precisely 10 minutes to 8 p.m. in the evening. If ISIS comes down into the zoo, of course, they're part of Boko Haram anyway. If they fall, not if they, because they have forged an alliance already. If they launch any attack with the name of ISIS on the zoo soil, if you come to us to give us weapons, I will decline it. I will allow them to kill all of you before we mount any counteroffensive. Let me tell you one thing that you don't understand. Some of you, you claim you went to school, but you didn't go to school. Because if you went to school, you will understand how Islam works. Islam is coming for you. They must come for you. It's a M-U-S-T, must. There is nothing anybody can do about it. Only you can defend yourselves. This headline here is a confirmation if you need one. Atiku Abubakar said it yesterday. Today is being confirmed that ISIS is coming. Not just Boko Haram, but the real bad people that are coming. They need access to the oil, and they will get it to secure their financial base for their continued expansion within the whole of sub-Saharan Africa. The zoo is seen as pivotal. And Biafra land is where the resources that they're looking for is lying in. They don't trust Buhari anymore. Buhari was their godfather. They no longer trust him. I mean, Boko Haram in this instance. Buhari, they thought, would give them Sharia immediately. Buhari saying, I don't belong to anybody. From that day, they intensified their bombing. Some of you cannot reason, you cannot see very well because you're blind. But at least you're lucky. You're listening to Radio Biafra. Very, very lucky indeed. I'm telling you the truth. Or else, I can't in your blindness. It is that darkness we've come to shed light on that you can see properly. If they enter the zoo, I will not command this army. And I need guns and I need bullets. I have the men. I need guns and I need bullets. That's all we need. And then we win. I have been sounding this warning. I've been telling you, you think we are joking. They are coming. Your mothers will be raped. Your sisters will be married off as slaves. I'm telling you that now. Right as I speak, write it down. Biafra land will be decimated. Unless we equip this army to defend us. If we don't equip our army to defend us, in other words, if we don't march this year, it will be very, very difficult for us to recover. Forget all this nonsense. All these so-called pro-Biafra groups you're saying, Awasa brought them out to confuse you. Awasa brought them out. That is why they cannot say what we are saying or do what we're capable of doing. These are Awasa groups, and you are not listening. You are not listening because the devil has gone into all these idols that you worship. The devil has gone inside you to harden your heart. to blind your eyes that you can no longer see. That day, I will tell you to remember the broadcast of the 8th of June, 2015. I will tell you to go back to it. I need guns and I need weapons. If I don't have guns and bullets, the army of Biafra cannot defend your towns and villages. The sooner you get that into your thick skull, the better for everybody. You are black people, you don't reason, I know that for sure. But the sooner you take this very message seriously, the better for everybody. Or else you're finished. ISIS is coming. They will enter the zoo and Chad very, very shortly. Not as Boko Haram, they are coming in as their franchise and as their name dictates. ISIS is coming. If you like, you make haste while the sun is shining, or if you like, you can continue to be dumb and stupid. That is entirely up to you. I won't be there, but you'll be dead anyway. And Radio Biafra will not report it, and nobody will.
And of course, when this journey will start, that time, when we tell you, go and join IPOB, some people think we are begging them. This is the voice of the prophet of Chukwu Kikabiama. This was in 2015. I know there is a similar broadcast of this nature in 2014. I thought that is even the one I'm playing. But let me tell you, the time we call, you say, where do I get IPOB? You won't see us when we they tell on and I know they hear. Some people, they say, we are not tenant. You think it's about Biafra. We are doing Omotekun. Thunder will fry all of you. You think it's about us. Now let me tell you, here in Biafra land, some people say, we are governor, we are senator, we will kill all of you. You bring this war to our land, we will kill you, all of you, your children. George Onibe is saying this from Orogodo. We will kill your children. We will kill all of you. Because you are the one who is opening this door for these demons to come in. Let me tell you, I do not think Saudi Arabia is the jihadists. British government is the real terrorists, because British government sponsor more terrorists than Saudi Arabia, than Kuwait, than all the Arab nations put together. British government is the one feeding the monster called jihadists, Islam. It is British government. We are telling you now, we didn't start today. Our pain, our cry, what we are making you to see is simple. The first audio I play is in a minority. In the north, they thought they were not tenants. They thought they were not tenants. You see a Gwari man, a Nupe man, Adamawa man, Biron man. You see them not knowing Fulani have a different agenda. And they are looking at us, hey, Nyamere. And there are some idiots who are saying, hey, we are Niger Delta. Let me tell you something. Those of you from Niger Delta. I want you to go and check the population of your community. And then, when you check it, tell me how many minutes it will take army to wipe away your village. They will finish all of you, nobody will know. Oh, we are Ogonitarian. You are idiot. Go and check the population of Ogoni people. The last time I checked, more than 35 of Ogoni people are refugees somewhere in Benin Republic, somewhere in Ghana. They can't come back home again because they supported Ken Saro-Wiwa. No Ogoni idiot is thinking about how to bring their back. Rather, some idiot will pay money to make sure those people don't return. How many Ogoni families still standing today? Don't fool yourself. Oh, we are Jotarian, you are idiots. What is the population of your people today? How many of them are at home? They will poison all of you. Nobody will say anything. This is exactly what they want. Oh, we are Boitarian, we are people, we migrate from Yoruba. Thunder will fire your mother and your father. Your level of stupidity is making us to go insane. You are very hopeless and you are idiot. You are Boitarian. Oh, we the Abo people. Our name is Ike Chuku. We come from Yoruba land. God will punish the idiot that brainwash you more than you. Because this is what they want. Oh, we are equalitarian. Equality is not Igbo. Jesus will not forgive all of you. Jesus will not forgive all of you. Because you are the one helping them. Your stupidity is the one giving Fulani and British government the impetus to do what they are doing. Because this is exactly what they want. When they come to the Igbo man, we have a lot of idiots there. Go and look at what the woman in Enugu is doing. He's building more Islamic center. And many more idiots are coming there. But we are watching all of them. It doesn't matter who you are. This is not the time. We will not give you people the privilege to allow your stupidity to endanger the next species of generation of Biafra. You can be rest assured. We will fight in the shade. We know your bullet will blot out the sun. But I still repeat and remind you, we will fight in the shade. But it will not be in your own terms. You are there busy. And the real evil is consuming all of you. Yoruba came here, they were gingering. Oh, we are giving you Omotekun. Glory be to God. Omotekun is here. Northernant, the idiot, I don't know who is the idiot in Northernant. They have launched their own. What is the name of Northern Security Community Policing? Their own name look like Damboroba Wakashege Security Outfit. Yoruba own is Omotekun. Northern has formed their own security. It is called Damboroba Wakashege. Idiot. Security outfit for the North. And then some people, it's fun. They are making fun of you now. Very soon, Medubet has formed their own. Their own will be in a Jekanama security outfit. They are mocking you. Fulani are mocking all of you. And while you are forming Damboroba Wakashege, they are killing all of you. You are the one go just look at. Just look at how we are deceiving us. We are supposed to be one united, indivisible, loving, able one country now. Why is it indivisible, united, undividable, British loving one country? Why all of a sudden turn into policemen? All of you now turning to by force policemen. I thought you have a police of integrity led by Brutal and other idiots. You people don't have sense. You people don't have sense. We all understand what is at stake. The resources in Biafra land is just all they are talking about. And some of you feel that, okay, what is there is, let's support Fulani. He that is down has nothing to lose. Fulani don't have a place in Nigeria. They are just mercenary assigned to deal with us like terrorist Lugard and the prostitute Flora Shaw. Can you tell me a single land that belongs to the Fulani? Those idiots calling themselves Northern, don't you see what they are doing to you? They will kill 1,000. Nigerian media prepared by Yoruba, we say it's 20. This is what they have been doing to us. I can tell you they are not finding it easy in our land. And so they feel you people should be reduced in number. This is not a fool. I was supposedly a Northern that is lamenting. The hand will touch all of you. It's not about Omotekun or anything. You people have murdered sleep. BSS was there for. It was to stop a day like this. The same way some of you, there is one idiot giving interview and saying rubbish the other day. But we don't have your time. We will keep saying this thing. If you like, here. If you know like, no here. Let the demon controlling you be using you the way we want to use you. A day will come. Otu bochi Biafra gabia oge munu fumnanya ndi mehi unu geti ya kanobi. Asim otu bochi ndi Biafra gabia oge munu fumnanya ndi mehi unu geti ya kanobi neti lihe merongwem unu geti ya kanobi. The day we will come for all of you. You see, where we say we are Biafrans, we know who we are. It doesn't matter you are from Niger, you are from Igbo. A lot of Igbo people are not Biafran. Get it at the back of your ticket. And so when you see somebody who is from the BBO, Efik or N and say, oh, we are not Biafran, don't blame them, they are telling you the truth. We will separate the chaff from the wheat. But until then, we are trying to make people understand where we are coming from so they can appreciate where we are going to. Today, the Northerners now are the one being killed more than ever you can imagine. And then some government control security outfit has come out there. We are a security group. We want to fight community terrorism. We are Operation Dambro Bakashege. Don't you know what they are telling you? They tell you are idiot. You and your Motek, all of you are idiot. Ubunigwe group of company Bakasi, they are telling all of you are idiot. We are Dambro Bakashege. Go and look at the name of the security outfit. Flagged up by Northerners. They say they are Northerners. Who the idiot are these Northerners? Minority of the North, they are taking over your land. You are still there shouting with the Northerners. Animals said everywhere in Nigeria. No wonder our leaders say it's a zoo. But of course, this is a bitter truth. But you don't have a choice. This gospel must be preached. A time will come. You say, oh, please, IPOB, come. You will not see us. We are properly arranging our people. But let me tell you what will happen to Nigeria. What will happen to Nigeria? That is why if I look at those idiots they sent to Afari Beku, they say they are signal. We will meet on the 14th. We will meet. We will meet on the 14th. You will understand. We will send a signal to you. You are a signal, right? We will send signal to you, idiot everywhere. We will bury the king and the queen on the 14th. You are there gallivanting everywhere, searching phone already. You think you are not our concern. Fulani is not our concern. I tell you, British government will not stand Biafra. One state in Biafra, British government with the level of your exposure, you can't stand us 1 hour. I swear to God. But there are a lot of conspirators. There are a lot of people who don't know what is going on. We are taking time to allow them dance naked in the marketplace so we can have a testament against them. If British government cannot fight Nigeria, I mean Biafra, British government cannot fight Biafra. Is it Fulani? Is it you, Yoruba or Hausa? We are looking upon you. Say, where you are there in Afari Beku doing signal, use your head. They know now it's not Christian. No. Your idiot GOs are protesting without saying a word, and you can't see they have been paid off. Look at how a whole emir, idiot emir, is challenging Khan, telling you people are causing problem. Which problem did you cause? Because you say they are killing Christians. It will get to all of you. It's as simple as that. I tried to listen to the news yesterday, and there were so many nonsense they were saying. The worst of every kind of evil has happened to us in the name of Nigeria, and most especially to the people of Biafra. Little wonder nobody talks about it. Little wonder nobody knows about it. Little wonder nothing is done about it until we came. If we talk about what Bajamila, the Jubri, they talk about insecurity in Nigeria. Bajamila them said that the Boko Haram, the ISIS, the terrorists that is killing all of you idiot Nigeria, is being sponsored by international community. I didn't say so. Go and look at Bajamila's statement regarding the chief of army staff or whatever idiot name they answer. You know, different name. We don't even know who is who. He was telling the presidency that these terrorists are being sponsored by foreign countries. The point is, who are these foreign countries? You see why we are watching ground. We will respond. We want to know. Our leaders say the stage we are now, don't make any mistake about it. We leave our door open. We are monitoring all of you. It doesn't matter whether you are America. It doesn't matter whether you are China or Japan. It doesn't matter whether you are heaven power or world power. We are monitoring all of you. We will send a message to you. How do they put it in Christian? Forever and ever, you people will not forget about it. And if that is the last and the only thing we can do, we will do it. We leave our door open. All of you be showing yourself. It is Bajamila that said that yesterday. That these people killing Nigerians are sponsored by international community. Who are this international community? And now you see, it will be suicidal to go into war with anybody without knowing who you are actually fighting. The Yoruba, if they have sense, we know they are not of any concern to us. The Northerners today are waking up. They know that they are not of any concern to us. Everybody now in Nigeria know that it's Fulani. Fulani, to the extent that the president of Nigeria supposedly from where the hell did this man come from? Can't even speak his Fufude language any longer. Fulanis are using all your brain. But of course, they have the real Lucifer teaching them, which is the British government. Very hypocritical set of idiots. They're running out of EU because they want to eat the loot from Africa alone. Sponsoring terrorism in the whole of Africa, and you think you can run away from it. But you are not of any concern to us. We know you from the beginning, British government. We know you. We know you. You and your BBC and CNN. We know you. And we are ready for you. But for others who are still coming from the backyard, we want everybody to know who you really are. IPOB is terrorists, IPOB this, IPOB this. But now all of you are confessing. I'm telling you, a day will come. IPOB come, we won't come. Northerners has given you now Operation Damborowa Kashege, Damboroba. Their security outfit now. Come and praise them in the Ara. Then another one, we say we are Operation Obunigwe, but it is the youth they are endangering. They will still send you to Boko Haram. They will kill you because majority of the minority in the north now who say they are not Anan, they will arrange all of you, allow you to Boko Haram. These Fulani are so wicked to the extent that they want to kill all the Biafrans in the army. They send them to Boko Haram. When they have reduced their sizable number, they tell police to come. Police run for their life. Of course, they have sense there, and I'm happy for them. By now, they would have reduced sizable number of Biafrans in Nigerian police. And now it's pastor's time. Pastor, get ready. That's your Holy Ghost fire. You fight Boko Haram. You have gone to Abuja to do fasting. They are waiting for all of you. Look at what Fulani is doing to all of you. We're being ruled by stranger in our own land, and you think they are here. You think they are here to save you. You are hallucinating. Like I said, our topic this morning was simple, or is simple. 7 mystery about Biafra. Biafrans are the most persecuted people on earth. You people will not understand. Biafrans are the most persecuted people on earth. Nobody is as persecuted or has been persecuted the way we are. But the beauty thing is that we have developed defense mechanism. It looks like suffering is part of life. In as much as there are advantages to all these things, does not mean we should start suffering. I read what one of our brothers wrote, that Igbos are crying for marginalization, but marginalization has turned out to be blessing. We understand this. Baba Soka Nyesokwa. If in as much as we are able to improvise, adapt, reposition ourselves, re-strategize ourselves, using the cause, converting it into blessing, that does not mean it is sweet now. Because you have the ability to heal yourself, does not mean there is no pain in the process of re-healing yourself. We cannot spend all our energy, all our resources trying to heal ourselves, but rather let's channel this energy to advancing to another level. Imagine the sacrifice we have made just because we want you to hear the truth. Imagine if we are making this sacrifice to build our nation. Imagine when I wake up this morning, I am sending out a message to Biafran. I say, Biafran, today, on this very day, we are going to clear our waterway. Everybody move to the waterway now. This department, make sure you are securing those walking. This department, make sure you are feeding the people walking. This department, make sure you are properly documenting the work they are doing and the rest of it. Imagine if that is what I'm doing here. Imagine who will go to America. America will beg for visa in Biafra land. This is what they don't want you to know. You think we adapt? Go and ask Ojukwu. We built refinery without consulting Russia, America, or Europe. We built refinery that is still fueling more than half of Nigeria today. They call it bullfire. Does Nigeria have refinery? Ojukwu and his men did that. They built rockets without consulting China or Japan. They were isolated by the world. They built rocket. They guided it well. Did you not hear it? Why they were isolated? Biafrans built telecommunication. They communicated to the world. The world responded to them. But they never understand the importance of media. You think we will be doing here? You think we are happy doing it? We are the most persecuted people. Even though the persecution is making us to grow, we don't want it. The children of Israel were in Egypt according to the Bible, and they were prospering. They were prospering. Servant na servant, no matter how you prosper. And the son of a king cannot be walking on the foot, and the son of a slave is riding the horse. And you tell me that it's making me stronger. Let us decide how we will excel, not us being compelled to be that. I don't take those garbage. It's correct actually, but I don't sink those nonsense into my head. That is why, as a Christian, my way of belief is totally different from a lot of Christians. A pastor wrote to me and told me the way I'm teaching back to your roots, that Chukwu Kikabiama sent him to warn me. I told him, go and tell that demon that it's not Chukwu Kikabiama. I said, that demon talking to you is a very hopeless demon. This demon you say send you to me, it's not telling you to warn Fulani that they are killing people unnecessarily. He's sending you to me. God will punish your father. Your father is evil. And if he's listening, I know whoever that idiot is, he listens to Radio Biafra regularly. That is why he has the infantry to come and write me that nonsense. You thought the way you say Chukwu Kikabiama, he said I should tell you, don't teach back to your root again. It's evil. You are just one man in 1 million. Who the hell do you think you are? And if Chukwu Kikabiama have not sent you to send message to the imposter in Aso Rock, Chukwu Kikabiama did not send you a message to Fulani who are killing and raping all of you, then that person that sent you is a demon, is an idiot, and thunder will fire both of you. And your father is evil. This is how they brainwash Christians and destroy Christians everywhere. Everybody is busy telling you, my ancestors are evil, my ancestors, but your Igbo who rape your mother, rape everybody, take them to slavery. They are holy. Thunder will fire all of you. And don't know the kind juju they used to spoil all of our brain. We are the most persecuted people on earth. Biafran is the land that is under military occupation without a war. You go online, go on our Facebook page, you see how many checking points we have in Biafra land. It's a mystery. We are not fighting anybody. We are just telling you the truth, the way it's going to be today, tomorrow, or forevermore. Imagine if we are fighting war. Our land is under military occupation and we are not fighting war. And as much as they decide to kill the minorities in the north, Fulani, to enable them balance well, they will still come to the west. The Yoruba perceive this. As brilliant as they are, they introduce Omotekun. But the idiots who are governors in Biafra land, they're still fighting for Igbo presidency and second tenure. They're still building bases for these jihadists to take over our land. If you are a Biafran, whether in the south or in the south east, and you are not taking record of all these idiots bringing Islam to your land, get ready. Our leader made it clear. We will wait, they will come and kill you. Do you know how many people that call me? Oh, please come and talk about it. They are killing our people. Oh, our community. Igwe have sold it. But we are keeping record for you. What we ask you is look 5 POB and join. Stop fooling yourself. You think we don't know what we are doing. It is going to get worse. He said that Nigerian divide or it get worse. We will get to a stage. Everybody is fighting everybody and nobody is fighting nobody. Then Fulani will run away. We will be left alone here. This morning now, you go to their radio now, they say, yes, insecurity have reduced by GDP 7-10. Yes, economic is growing by GPQ 18-20. All those figures, you don't even know where they are navigating to. But it's just to keep your brain more dormant than ever. And then the only thing you hear is that economic is growing. And then security is advancing. May the Lord have mercy on all of you. Biafrans are the most endangered species of Homo sapiens here on earth. We are the most persecuted. We are the most endangered species. You see, it has come to a stage that when they want to kill a Biafran, it looks like they are doing justice. I want you to take record of all the Biafrans you have killed. South Africa, Ghana, all the countries in Africa who have aided Nigerians to kill Biafra. In diaspora, in overseas, Europe, America, Asia, check those Biafrans you are holding in your prison now. You will see you will not win them in any case. In your own court, you can't win them. I'm not telling you now, I'm just giving you an expo. Any country in the world now where you lock up a Biafran, please bring them to your court and try them fairly. You see, you will not win them. There is a brother that normally calls on this radio, Chimanwo Kike. It is another Igbo man that locked him up in India. I called the brother. I said, leave your brother alone. He's working for Nigerian community. Almost 3 months. Chimanwo Kike, or 4 months now. He's locked up in Indian prison. But the Indians are not even locking him up in official or really government prison. They hire a house inside bush and be locking Biafrans there without any crime. Once you are working for Nigeria, you can be Igbo or Ijo or any idiot in Biafra land. You work for Nigerian community, including Ohanes and Igbo. We have all your record. I didn't talk to that brother. I kept him quiet because hand will touch all of you. They work for Nigerian community everywhere in the world. So once you say you are Biafra, look like you're a target. Nigeria will help them to go and meet the country that they are in, and then they build special prison to lock us up. Because we are not saying it, you think we don't know? Those of you who are regular followers of Radio Biafra Extra, you will know that there is a brother that normally call. This is how he say, Mazi, let me greet my leader. Mazi Nande Kanu Nyozio Mume. He always come from India. He's been locked up inside one room now, almost 3-4 months. They didn't take him to court. It is applicable to any Biafran lock up anywhere. We have gotten to a stage that if you are killing Biafra, look like you are doing God a justice. But we understand how it works. We can never be protected. We will not have justice until we control our time and space. That is why we remain here. The problem is we don't control our time. We don't control our space. And it will continue that way until we are in control of our space and time. Israel suffered the same thing. Israel were being hunted down everywhere in the world like animal. Today they control their time and space. Touch one Israel man, you will know that not until we control our time and space. This will continue happening. And so if you know that you understand the reason why we are here, you should be looking for the nearest IPOB to join. So any idiot anywhere who is trying to come out and dilute, we have diversified our energy to other angle. Because we understand Biafra is our only hope. I must remind you, if you are Biafran today, that the most violated people on earth is Biafra. We are the most violated people. British government set machineries in place, raped millions of our women, murdered innocent children. British government killed us to keep the oil well. The oil well in our land, they violate us in every way known to humanity. And British government is still hiding it today. And the UN, the AU, the OU, all these idiot terrorist organizations, they are still looking at the matter. They want us to be petting them. And then when I come on the morning and say, AU is working hard, EU, we are begging you, please come and help. Thunder will fire all of you. If you are built on the platform of we begging, we shall beg. But if you are built on the platform that you want justice for humanity, you better do your job. Because all of you will crumble. Kingdom fall and kingdom rise. I had a land dispute some time ago. And that should be maybe about 17 years ago. I bought a land in Port Harcourt. And the person I bought the land from wanted to use indigent power from me. They took the land. In fact, I've started building on that land. My house I was building, just one bedroom flat, was on window lintel level. They came and they broke the house down. And they brought up different charges. And they took me to their primary ruler palace. And I look at all of them. They want to judge the matter. I said, I will have something to say before they comment. They say, yes, what is it? I look at the king in the eye. I say, in this matter, I will appeal that you don't treat me like a stranger. Because this will be the end of this throne. Because in righteousness shall a throne be established. I am not equally indigent. I bought this land. Say the truth. Say the truth. And everybody was like shocked. But the king didn't say anything. And they start looking into the matter. At the end of the day, they see I don't have any issue there. That king gave order. Those of you in Port Harcourt who know where I'm talking, you know. The king there gave order and asked that idiot to go and rebuild my house. My land was given back to me. I told them no. You should not rebuild the house. I found justice. I'm okay with that. Let him live with the guilt. The guy is still alive. He may be listening to Radio Biafra. Let him live with the guilt. I rebuilt my house. And I assured them, if I don't live in this house, in this community, only those who walk with their head will live here. And justice prevails in the end. What am I trying to say? Today, you may think you are world power. We Biafrans are assuring you, only justice will give you power over us. But you want to indulge in injustice, all of you will be humble before Biafra. Everybody must hear Biafra. Kingdom rise and kingdom fall. The power base is shifting, but you are not seeing it. Only on the base of righteousness will a nation stand. Without righteousness, America is nothing. Without righteousness, China, Japan, all of you are nothing. More virus and deadly disease, earthly catastrophe will hit all of you. And you will be left defenseless. Because there is a God that sits in heaven and he presides over the affair of man. His name is Chukwu Kikabiama. He is merciful. He is patient. He is holy. He is glorious in worshiping. And who will say they don't know? That Biafrans are the most impoverished people on earth. If you know the resources God gave to us, you will not look for heaven any longer. Because Biafra land is heaven on earth. I want to shoot you to heaven. Here is the heaven. We don't want to go to heaven. We want to bring heaven down here on earth. Is that not what Jesus Christ prayed? Let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. What is the will of God? Is he suffering? Jesus did not pray, let your will be done in heaven, so we carry it to heaven. Don't you get sense? Your pastors are busy preaching for you to collect 10%, diverting from the real truth. Our Lord's Prayer, what did he say? What is the will of God? If we must check. God say, I know the thought I have for you. They are thought of good and not evil, that I may give you your expected end. And when Jesus prayed, he said, let your will be done on earth. What is the will of God? Prosperity, good life, good health, enjoyment, protection. This is the will and the thought of God for us. He said, you being evil know how to give good gift to your children. How much more your Father in heaven? And if you will give me all these things on earth, what am I going to do in heaven? But all the Yoruba pastors and Nigerian and British government to reprogram you, you are running to heaven. And when you are running to heaven, they want to dip Quran inside the Atlantic Ocean. And you don't have sense. You are the most impoverished people. When you see somebody say, Igbo want our oil, it's our oil. But you've not seen crude oil before. You will be surprised that those of us who come from Niger Delta, more than 90% of us don't know how crude oil look like. Because this idiot, Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, British government, Nigerian agent, when they come to our land, they will fence the whole community out. We won't be allowed to enter there. Those of us, they manage to make pipeline security, like Asari and Ateke and the rest of them, they become warrior. The next thing they give them chief, high chief of mad people in the Ara. My brother Asari don't come on Facebook later. I think he's born again. He should look for IPOB and join. Where are the Iruanya and the rest of the idiots? They think we are joking. We are the most impoverished people. So blessed that the blessing has become curse. This is mystery, I must tell you. We are the first freedom fighters in Africa. People don't know this. Biafra is the first nation in Africa to activate the right to self-determination. The question is, others have it. Why? Biafrans not having it. Why? But they will prefer to talk about others. And they never see any need to talk about your situation. Because most of those people who would have stand up to speak the truth, represent justice and the rest of them, they are part of the problem. Don't let anybody deceive you. What we are here to do is not about the Biafrans alone. It is not about oil well. It is not about anything you think. No, it is about the savaging of a nation. It's about the need to save the next generation of Biafra. Believe me, we understand it's not going to be easy. We understand it is going to be difficult. We understand how it's going to be, but make no mistake about it. We are going home. So if you are a Biafran anywhere in the world and you are not doing what you are supposed to do because you're still believing in one Nigeria, you are minority in the north. Everything you people have done, it will come back to you. Don't deceive yourself. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. Fulani will come out and be mocking Gware man. Fulani will say, don't mind those Gwari people. We will take over Abuja. They don't have sense. We give them 2,000 naira. They will put their load on their back and walk inside the forest. That is what we'll be doing then till they walk to the Sambisa forest. Then they say, don't mind Igbo man, let him be buying land. People like El-Rufai will come back and pass one bill and they demolish all your land. One of my junior brothers is no longer a Biafran. He's no even longer in Nigeria. Because his story building in Abuja was taken over by El-Rufai. The little property he had, he sold all of them, carried his family. The day he was leaving, that should be almost 11 to 12 years ago. He said, brother, I'm not in Nigeria again. He's in Canada now. I think he's a Canadian. But Canada will do to all of you. So is other country. And that time you will remember your father home. That is why we are asking you. It doesn't matter where Nigeria has changed you to. Understand, if we don't control our time and space, everything you are enjoying anywhere in the world, it is temporary. Your governorship is temporary. Your senatorship and legislatorship or representative or judiciaryship or Igweship or Famayanabaship, they are temporary. Secure the next generation of Biafra. I'll be back.
and my broken soul. Every day and night we keep walking down the road. They killed our mothers, fathers, and the sons. We are light, we are the light of the world. We come from the land of the rising sun. Every single day we keep rising up. No matter what they do, we are never giving up. We are one, we are the choosing ones. Chukwakika is the one to give us victory. Bring us back to the land flowing with milk and honey. Breaking all that chains and the pain of slavery. This is my message to the world. Embrace Biafra. Embrace redemption. We shall win in the end. This is my message to the world. Embrace our freedom. Embrace our victory. We shall win in the end. This is my message to the world. We are coming, we are coming, we are not alone. We are fighting with the power of love. Forever and ever we shall reign in the world. We are stars, we are the greatest stars. No matter where we go, we rise to the sky.
Yes, at this moment our lines are open. As always, we keep telling you, if you are a Biafran anywhere in the world, if you are a Biafran anywhere in the world, look for IPOB and join. If you are a coordinator, our people are waking up. A lot of our people want to join the family. Please fasten up your seatbelt. It breaks my heart. It discouraged me to see one person sending one message 100 times. Only few coordinators are doing what they are supposed to do. All of us must buckle up. Time is not on our side. We either use our life to save the next generation or we destroy all of them. We have a choice to make. Our leader simply told you, they are coming, not just for Igbo man. They are coming, not just for Ijaw man. They are coming, not just for Yoruba, not just for minority of the north. British government is coming. They will stop at nowhere. They will keep Fulani. When Fulani is done doing the dirty job, they will keep Fulani. They are coming for all of us. And so you're trying to deceive anybody. Oh, security outfit. Fulani have opened their own. What do they call it? Operation Dambrobaka Waka Shege. Go and look at the name. It's amazing. It's a mockery. Very pathetic. Send us your name, your phone number, and your location to our WhatsApp line. The nearest coordinator will contact you. And of course, our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct number. And the special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Special number for the female, again, I repeat, is 081-288-58614. Biafrans, wake up. Wake up and defend your land. Wake up and save the next generation. Wake up and stop born to rule mentality, idiot. If you don't do this, nobody will. Make no mistake about that. Caller on the line, your name and where you're calling from. Of course, so much network challenges, but we are not in a hurry. This is one truth the enemy of Biafra will know, should know. We are not in a hurry. Because Pekin will say, Mama no go sleep. Into no go sleep. Caller on the line, are you there? Yes, of course, we must continue. Don't let anybody deceive you. Nigeria will not save anybody. Our target and mission is simple. Destroy Nigeria. Destroy Nigeria. Destroy Nigeria. Caller on the line.
Good morning.
Good morning from here.
Good morning, my lord. May Chukwuka Abiyama bless you. May Eke Keruwa bless our leader and keep protecting him. And bless our deputy leader, a strong man. May Chukwuka Abiyama bless every IPOB. My name is Ginika. I'm calling from Enugu province of Biafra land. I say, may Eke Keruwa bless every one of you that are calling on Radio Biafra. You may not know what you are doing. You may seem, sometimes you bring yourself so down that you are just doing your job, but you don't know that what you are doing is creating a very great impact. The zoos are there. The Nigerian military are there. They are there trying to kill all of us to shut our mouths. But they will never shut our mouth. You see, what you are saying, if we use this energy to build Biafra, we will build it in 2 years. Biafra will be greatest among the nations of the world. But see how they have reduced us because we don't know. And so many of us are still yet
somebody is breathing us that we can build bungalow, when we can build house in the space, when we can build mansion in Jupiter, in Pluto, in Mars, and other planets, and you are praising us that we are building bungalow. This is a sin.
Yoruba man that answer Femi, okay? I don't know how to combine that rubbish. I'm just so happy that man read out one man that said, who is that madman that with a cap? You see how he disguised himself to just come and render us useless there in that interview. But I thank Chukwuka Abiyama that everywhere we are, our blood speaks for us. You see this Assemblies of Government that you played their music at the beginning. You see, I was wondering, why is it that this man was having a problem that federal government or the government of Enugu would have helped him at that time? And they said this and this and that. They were giving one reason or the other. Today I listened to that song. I know that he sings something that pains the zoo. Something that pains the Fulanese. And that's why they did not help that man. And that man died of cancer. Because the man was to be taken to this thing. The churches, we gave offering. I joined, gave offering, the one I could be able to give. It's today that I hear that song. I said, okay, this man sang a song that disturbed these people. And that's why they did not help him when the time for help came in. Before they could bring that money, before the man could, he didn't even reach India. The man died. The man died on the way, and they brought him back and come and buried him. I said to myself, see what we have been suffering everywhere, even in that religion that we think we are many. We are suffering there. They are suffering us. Even in that Yoruba church that they are giving everything to, they are suffering us there. There is no place. Education everywhere. We are suffering everywhere. Front and back. Business. That he said Igbo man is a businessman. We are suffering there. And we are saying, God bless us. God bless us, really. But this is not what we ought to be. This is not where we're supposed to be. I thank Chukwuka Abiyama for our leader. I've told them, people are saying they don't want to, they don't want this, they don't want that. I told them that Nigeria cannot go scot-free with what they did to Biafrans. It's not possible. They said we will become suicide bombers and go and deal with them. May Eke Keruwa bless you, my Lord. Chukwuka Abiyama continue to strengthen you until we get Biafra and rejoice in Biafra land. Thank you.
Thank you very much. What has been put in place, nobody can stop it. Biafra is a seed that has been sown. The seed must grow, but they never knew we were seed, so they tried to bury us. If I say certain things, some people, or it will look as if one is challenging IPOB leadership, or one is undermining the position of our leader. But then we still have to say it. Our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, has been able to initiate a process. He can't even stop it. I repeat, our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, has been able to initiate a process. He cannot stop it. The only solution is let Biafra go. General Philip F. Young, who was the last president of Biafra Nation, when he went to Lagos to hand over the sovereignty of Biafra Nation to the Nigerian state as directed by British government and all the oil theft around the globe, the man, bless his soul wherever he is, General Philip F. Young, he looked at all of them in the face. Idiot like late Abacha, idiot like late Buhari, idiot like Otababum, Olusegun Obasanjo, idiot like terrorist Yakubu Gowon, whose people are being killed now by Fulani. So many idiots like T.Y. Danjuma. He looked at all these idiots you call your founding father in the face and say, don't think it's over. If this thing you did to us, you do it to our children, they will rise. They will rise. They will rise. And they have been here. We have been here. It's just that we are not the chosen one. Until the chosen one understand that he will do what he has to do. For God will not do for man what man should do for themselves. And I can assure you that when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu moved on, he really cannot say he knows what is going to happen or how it's going to be or how it's going to end. But I know what he knows. He knows that no matter what happened, all must hail Biafra. And with confidence assurance, we tell you, you cannot stop us. You can delay us. The words of General Philip F. Young must come to pass. We are their children, and most of us are their reincarnated spirits. You have done to us worse evil than you did to them. I don't think British government is going to hide for this atrocity in any way. Are you there, caller on the line? Caller on the line, are you there?
Hello?
If you are there, you speak up. You call me, I pick your call. Caller on the line, you're still listening. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Please. Good morning.
I think I'm speaking with George Onibe.
Yes, this is Radio Biafra Isra, and you are speaking with George Onibe. Go ahead, please.
Happy New Year.
The same to you.
Yeah. I want to thank all of you for what you have been doing for us. It has been long. I've been calling Radio Biafra. I've not been able to get it. And since 2015, on October, no, that was May 30th, the day that our leader did the commemoration of our dead ones, I called Radio Biafra. That was the day I got Radio Biafra last. And that was our deputy leader, Uche Mefo. Before I proceed, my name is Uche Wisdom. Hello.
Go ahead, ma'am. The world is listening.
Yeah. So that day, as people were searching the place they were doing that commemoration and at Aba, so I called. That day, our line was actually decongested. So I got Radio Biafra that day. I told our deputy leader, the humble lion, before that the place was, I just gave him the address. As people were calling for me, knowing the particular place, I directed him to tell them that it was Asa Road by this Asa Road by near this Ataba, where they were doing the thing. I've forgotten that place. Then that was the day. Since that day to now, I've not been able to get ready with myself. I am happy, very much happy. What you are doing for us, God will always bless you. Our deputy leader, for God will bless him, and our supreme leader as well. our God sent. I have never seen a man like him. Some other time, I will still come on this radio Biafra to say more that I'm supposed to say. I thank you. May God bless you. No matter whatever our enemies are doing, we must get there. We must get there. After all, this amalgamation has expired. I see no reason why this foolish British government should supposed to hold us down. I see no reason for that. I just thank God that the idiot Lugard that amalgamated this contraption gave it expiring date, which has expired. So I don't see any reason why they should continue holding us down. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. And this, in short, I don't know. By next time I call, I will come up with what I have in mind. I just want to say, all hail Biafra.
Yes, yeah, Mazi. Good morning, Mazi. Thank you. Mazi, my name is Pastor Samuel Odiakis. I am just calling from about the coordinator of Umozo Zone 1. Mazi, there is a report that I want to give to you. This information came to me 2 days ago, although I was trying to give you the information, but the line was too much busy.
Go ahead with the information.
Thank you. I went to Aloje by flyover. Most of our brothers, our beloved IPOB members that are inside Aloje by motor pass. Massive, you know, many of them start complaining to me. They are telling me that it has been long they are trying the radio, therefore, to give that complaint, but the line is so much busy. Now we are complaining that the governor of Abia State, Bime Ekeze Ikpazu, mandated them with the chairman of the market union. Now, he ordered them that they must surely pay 30,000 naira per each shop. And the people that give that complaint say that he command them that they will pay it in 2 years, not 1 year, 2 years. They will pay each shop 2 years. Now everybody inside the market, they were crying and complaining bitterly that no market inside there, no roads. You know that the Port Harcourt road is so bad, and even Aloje junction there is so bad that no business. Port Harcourt, people that are coming from Port Harcourt, no roads. Since that time, everybody inside that market, they were crying that none of them is doing so. No, they are doing nothing inside that market. Now, can you tell me that the useless governor that is in United States that's supposed to build road for the people that inside the market did not build any road in Port Harcourt road or even Aloje, but he mandated them to pay this kind of money inside that market. Mazi, this brother, is a pure.
That is not new to us. What's this happening? King Ukukano lived all his life in Afari Beku. They didn't tie the road for him. He's dead now. They are tying the road for him. Nigeria will never develop our land until they kill us. Tell those people to go and join IPOB. If they have joined IPOB, tell them to fold their hand and watch the miracle unveil itself. This one are not issue now. Now today we begin to see Hausa carry dagger. Now today we begin to see Hausa say carry dagger. It's normal now. This is like when Nigeria announcing the death of their citizens. It's normal. Go and listen to those managing Yoruba, Gotia media. This morning now you'll be hearing, yes, 20,000 Nigerians die in Brno. Another 40,000 died in Enugu. Unconfirmed reports say that about 70 died in Oyo State. Anyway, we thank God the total is only 1 million. The Lord is merciful. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Then on Sunday, idiot will go to Yoruba church and then go and sing, hey, you give it to 10% people. Can people listen? Tell them to get used to it. This is our cross until Biafra come. I thought you said they are selling kidney and head because that is what they are not doing openly. They are doing it already. So they think when they are alive, Nigeria will allow our land to develop.
That is what I said.
Beku, Prince King Kano, Kano, the king of Afari Beku, all his life, even though his house is behind the government house in Abia State, this Nigerian government didn't tie the road. And some idiots are going to tell us the governor of Abia State, all of a sudden, they tie road for dead man. Will he drive a car in his grave?
Thank you.
See that you think we are idiots? Thunder fire the whole Nigerian people thinking they are using our brain. We are rejoicing. Okay, is time Martin and the Kano road. Idiot. Is that to cover up the atrocity, the crime they want to commit on the 14th? We have passed that stage. Tell those people to go and join IPOB and get ready for the inevitable. It's as simple as that. Thank you.
That is the truth. That was what I told them yesterday when I was listening to the Magic FM yesterday. I told the man in the studio, this user man I called Bonnie. Even he just cut me off when I mentioned that. When I sent them a message to give an AKZ. I was asking Bonnie yesterday. I said, so many years ago, this man has been in the office, but he did not do anything to Afaruku Ibeko. Then just only that
the whole of compound there. Our leader father compound, the king compound did not tie. They didn't tie the road.
Yes. But I asked him when I mentioned such a thing, he cut me off. Well, this morning I want to remind my people that if we have a seriously meeting, all the people that are from our Olo, we have a seriously meeting this morning. Please, if you know that you are from Olo, please contact your coordinator and make sure that you came to that meeting this morning. Mazi, God bless you.
Thank you very much.
I still remain your man, Pastor Samuel Odakis. We are with you. It is well with us. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Dear friends, anywhere you are all over the world, there is nothing they want to do to us that they've not done before. That is the most pathetic stage Nigeria have found themselves. Oh, they want is Stein Road. Do you know Abia State is the most dirtiest state in Africa? With all the potential there, do you know Abia State is rotten? Since I was born, the only thing that have been done in Abia State is the flyover. And I tell you, very soon, you begin to hear, vote for senator or for rep. How do they even call themselves? So he can complete the center table in Osishoma. You know, we are rejoicing. Do you know, Kingi, Okukano compound, the road is being tied. There is drainage now. God will punish all of you. Like some people, they won't take care of their parents. And when their parents die, they will come and build a house. And now show big boy. But now hungry kill your mother. That is exactly, you people are complete replica of what Nigeria is. If they lie, let them tie Fali Beku with gold. You think we don't know what is there? You think we don't know what is going on? If you can ebe, kakwan ebe, adia mama. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp? Are you still there?
Okay. Yes, I'm there.
Good morning.
Mazi. Good morning, Mazi. This is Mazi Mbam. From but now I'm calling you from Joto, Idemili South, Anambra State, Biafra land. So, Maz, I want to thank you first and thank all the whole IPOB members who are working seriously to get our freedom. So I have a lot of information to make to report to you, but maybe I will try later. Mazi, if I tell you go Basara into my village, precisely my village, we have a serious problem in my village. In this week, I was already sent some report to our CSO, Anambra State. So about this atrocities are happening. About one man in beside our village called John Wenyi from Ndovigbago sent the terrorist army, this Fulani army to our village to take over our land because of mineral resources. So this thing now, since December 28th, we are always in fear. So because of this thing, today,
let me
on the second of this month,
let me correct one impression. Fulani
okay, sir,
want to take your land because of mineral resources. Does it mean if there is no mineral resources, they should come and take it? Let's forget about this mineral resources. Even though our land is dustbin, let them leave us our land alone. Go ahead, please.
So this man called John, when he was hold our people, he hold our people. There's family men, about 7 people in the prison since 2012 to today because of that mineral resources. So since then, he was telling us, well, almost spent about 1.something million to release these people from Abakaliki police headquarters. But this man just hold these people, just spending money every day in the police station to hold these people there because of that mineral resources. So now he was working now with the governor. About 3 days ago, 5 days ago, this February now, we has go to governor's house 3 times. But the governor did not give us just a normal information that will help us. Only thing he told us to go that any person who cross our village, we will make we kill them, make we kill the person or chase the person out. And when we do such thing, the police will come and chase all the whole village away, which it has done in many ways. It has done in Ifuma, this Ikoko side for Cross Rivers. They chase our people there in Ifuma. They chase our people out. Then Fulani take over that land. Then the same thing happened to Ezulo and Eza. They chase our people out, then take over the land, to write it army land. So all those things is happening. But now
they write it military land. Who is this military?
Yes, exactly.
All these people, we are waiting for all of you. Any country in the world coming to Biafra land, please get your poison to poison also. Because what is coming for all of them, they don't know.
So so now our people now in this Okibago now try every day, and most especially about 11 people working with this man, this foolish man, this toilet called Mwenyi in Ndobia to take over this land. But we have sanctioned them, give them a sanction on January. But now we continue, but we chase them out 3 days ago so that we can live in our village. So because our parents are living in fear. So now we are trying to know what we can do, especially security, that we protect our people in my community. So that is why I want to report this information. So secondly, when I was traveling back from Abakaliki to Newi last 2 weeks, in Abakaliki precisely, I just look around the whole park in Abakaliki, and I see this Fulani people. If you're Afipo, if you're from Afipo, if you're from Okposi, if you're from Ohozara, you have to be very, very prayerful because Fulani has taken over your land. These people, do you know that indigenous enter this bus about people, 5 people. Fulani will be 11 with a gun, with matches, driving to Afipo. So I'm mercy for them. And I want to tell all the whole Afipo, you have to do something because it is very serious. Fulani has around everywhere because of Dave Umai. Dave Umai has signed every signable to take over your land. This is how it starts. So I want to use this information to tell everybody in Abakaliki precisely to be very courageous and very just join IPOB, the next IPOB around you. This is the only hope we have. So Mazi, I thank you very much for this opportunity. I still remain your Mazi Mbam, reporting from Newi, precisely. Thank you very much. You must continue. Biafra is here.
Thank you very much. The people in Cross River State, I hope you are awake. Their target is Cross River State. They are destroying Cross River State and Ebonyi State. But the good news is, don't worry. We only ask you, join IPOB. Because when this thing will start, the meaning in case we know our leader told you, they will come. They are there already. They are not coming. They are there already. We talk about triangulation. It's there already. And then there are some people thinking that because You won't understand. Call on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp.
Good morning.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Yes, good morning, fellow Biafrans. My name is Obi Manuel Chibike. I'm calling from the state of Israel. Mazi, thank you very much this morning for your topic. Mazi, this music you used to sing to us sometimes, say the Melo Webelo, Melo Webelo.
I'm telling you.
This,
I'm telling you.
Yes, we have to pity for the Nigerian people, especially the Nigerian soldiers, those from the middle, so-called middle belt, those from the plateau. They are in Afari Beku, parading what the name of the gun, Winchester, you call it.
Yes, they call it Winchester. They want to shoot us because we want to bury the king. They want to kill us, and now we are panicking. Look at us, we are panicking. Ndiara.
Yes, they are parading Winchester, while in their own home, a bureau man is parading Winchester in Afari Beku, and in their own home, Fulani herdsman is parading AK-47, killing their people. They will call you on phone in Afari Beku, telling you that your father in Birom has been killed because you are there. Why can't you take that Winchester, run away, and go and protect your people? You are killing, trying to stop Nigeria from seceding while they are killing your people. And they are crying. They are demanding that they will fight back. When will they cry to fight back? And they want to fight back with that name Nigeria. How can you fight back with that name Nigeria? They are trying to defend yourself, and they are defending yourself inside Nigeria. The only way to defend yourself is to announce your own country, then defend yourself on your border. That is why when they talk about Omoteku, the thing does not move me. Because the right thing to do is to talk about Oduduwa. When you talk about Oduduwa, you get your Oduduwa, then you can defend yourself. You cannot defend yourself under one Nigeria. Who will give you that protection? Who will give you that license to carry go? Nothing. It's only when you talk. That is why we call our own BSS, Biafra Security Service. That we are calling our nation the name. We want to defend our nation. We are not defending one Nigeria. Mazi, one more thing is, when I say Meru Ebele, those Nigerian soldiers, those Fulani soldiers, those Hausa soldiers that are in Afari Beku, on the day of the burial, I call upon our people, let them mercy them. Let them give them food. They don't have food. Nigerian government don't provide food for them when they are fighting in Sabisa Forest. Their children don't have money. They don't have money.
They give them to 2005. Carry gun and give them. Then hire a hotel for them or build kiosks for them. Then they will be reaping our guests. They'll be shouting, Ahua, Ahua, Ahua. And when you talk to them, they will now say, bloody civilian, bloody civilian. But they are zombie, they don't know. Of course, we are inviting Yoruba, everybody. You are anywhere you are, Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram, all of you are invited. Come and eat and drink. Help us celebrate a very successful life of our leader parents, because they deserve it. But if you are coming for that mission, benedictions to us in Sakula. I don't learn Latin now, because it looks like we have to speak Latin for people to get the message direct.
Exactly, man. I call upon our people, those that will be sharing food, give them food. It's frustration that is worrying them. Nobody should be panicking. There's no big deal there. This is a big occasion, a big celebration. Nobody should panic. Don't say if you are not strong, don't come. Everybody is invited. Give them food. Those are our Igbo brothers that have money. That's the money so that they can pay their children's school fees. That is all we have to do for them. They are nobody. They can't threaten us in our own land. And we cannot buy into their own threat by telling our people to be afraid or to do one thing or one thing. Our leaders' parents are not militants. They are not terrorists. Qasem Suleiman of Iran, he killed many people. And America has to take him away. They leave the Iran people to do his burial, not to talk about a peaceful man. The man doesn't have anything to do. And the Nigerian soldiers, they know what they are doing. They are very, very cautious. They are even regretting, Nigerian politicians, the Fulani people, they are regretting arresting our leader. So they can't do more mistake again. Those Igbo intelligent fools that are in their cabinet, they used to advise them. That is why they advised Jonathan during Jonathan's time. They say, Jonathan, whatever Nandekalo do, don't touch him. Don't even speak a word, because if you do, the thing will escalate. And Jonathan tried to manage it, and with those support of our Igbo politicians around him, they tell him what to do. But during Buhari time, they advise him. People like Onyema, Joshua Onyema, they keep on advising, don't do anything. But when our leader push him to the trap, tell him how he raped Aisha Buhari, then he jump up and arrest our leader. That is where we are today. So they know the implication of shooting a bullet on that barrier. They know what it will cause them. So they are there to instill fear in our people, so that when you call Radio Biafra, you say, don't come or don't come, they will be rejoicing. And that they want that barrier to be. They want that barrier to be like a barrier where they are burying a small pikin. Then they will say, where is the popularity of Nnamdi Kanu? His people has leave him. Let us not allow them to achieve what they want to achieve. That barrier is
but of course, the barrier is not about how many people that will be there or how many people that will not be there. The barrier is about traditionally giving these people their rights.
Yeah.
It's not about how many people that are there. It's about giving them their rights, which nobody, no idiot alive will stop it. And they should get that clear. For all of them, we invite them. When they are doing what they are doing, by now they should understand this handwriting on the wall. Every Nigerian should be able to interpret Mene Teke or Fasten. Like you said, Buhari, before he died, was jumping up and down, kill them, harass them, intimidate them, because they killed over 10 million and they walk away with it. Till tomorrow, they are struggling to sweep it under the carpet. Let them come and kill another one. The amazing thing is that the people they killed didn't die. They came back. We are their reincarnated spirits. We are repositioning them to meet them, either in hell or in heaven. They will fight that war. They don't know. Thank you very much.
Yes, Mazi. Yes, Mazi. Thank you very much.
Biafrans across the globe, this is where we'll be drawing the curtain on this segment. Make no mistake about it. We are for peace, but when we speak, it is for war. These are the words of Chukwuka Biama. Our intention or that of our ancestors has not been to conquer anybody. They believe in the doctrine of the rule of law. They say it's live and let's live. It is as simple as that. We don't want to conquer Yoruba. We do not want to undermine their sovereignty. We don't want to conquer our Fulani minorities in the north. We simply don't want to conquer them nor undermine the sovereignty of their nation. We don't want to insult British government. We don't want to talk to you. We're polite people, very hospitable people. We want our life back because you have been taken from us. We have been pushed to the wall. And you know what will happen? You know what will happen when one is pushed to the wall. And so I hope all of you are ready for what is coming. It's not going to come on your own terms. Our leader has made it clear. Nobody write agenda for us. Nobody. We will tell you how it's going to be. He simply say, I will push you and I will tell you where to fall. So bring your demon. All of you come. The door is open. We want to know who all of you are. I sign off from here. Remain focused, please. Remain Biafran anywhere you are. And the Lord be with you. Goodbye from here.
Special dedication to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IPOB families all over the world. I remember the Nigerian Biafran War. In the thickness of the Biafra genocide. Hey, one man revived the vanishing hope to life. Let the great Biafran army to fight. And they were singing out, holy, 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 Olumewojuku is another savior. They were singing out, holy, 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 Olumewojuku is another savior. Holy, 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 Olumewojuku is another savior. Many years after the genocide, whoa, yet another great leader has risen up now. Oh, and he's leading the Biafrans to victory. Inyomadika yabika kwa namno wao. Hey, anomekele mazuche mefo. Mwanemo, it's an honor having you on board. When I'm singing along, holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. is another Savior.